an impression here is the Queen of Swords. So it does look like that this week you are going to have a very unlikely alliance. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, it's Rad, and this video is going to present you the weekly tarot reading for your star sign, June 30th to July 6th, 2025. And you can take advantage as well of the start of July sale by purchasing answer to a question video report reading from our website. And instead of asking just only one question, you can ask two of those. So you can take two for the price of one. Now, with that said, let's jump right away to your reading. This reading will be the forecast for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and also Sagittarius rising. So if it happens that you are born under the Sagittarius sign, then you can take from the reading the things that you are going to have to go through throughout the week, like situations, people that you're going to meet, but also how your hopes and dreams are going to develop going through the week. If you are moon in Sagittarius like me, and that's why you're here, then you can take from the reading how you're going to feel going through the stuff that you're going to have to deal with. And finally, if your rising sign is Sagittarius, then you can take from the reading how is the best way to deal with stuff around. So watching for all three should give you a pretty good idea what kind of a week you're going to have ahead. And the first card for you, Sagittarius, that will be Queen of Swords. Yeah, I don't mind my dog here. Aww. Second card, that will be the Fool. Followed by the third one, which will be the Six of Cups. And the final card for you, Sagittarius, that will be the Page of Swords. Right, so this is going to be a very strong week. Now, the first thing that immediately gives an impression here is the Queen of Swords. So it does look like that this week you are going to have a very unlikely alliance. That is most likely that will help you to push your things through. So basically, whatever target, whatever goal, whatever you are planning to do going throughout the week is going to work out, at least for you. And this is going to happen not by yourself. In fact, at the start of the week, you are going to experience something like a saving grace, taking the rest of the cards under consideration here. Because for what I can see within those cards, you have almost abandoned the whole idea. You have almost relinquished the project or the interaction or the date, you know, or the plan for vacation and so on and so forth. But throughout circumstances that are going to be unique for each one of you, a person that doesn't like you and you don't like him as well in return, it's basically, you know, you are on the knife's edge with one another. Something will bind you together. And now together, what you are about to abandon now is going to become very, very possible, very accomplishable. And that is going to be one of the reasons why you will be able to push it through. And consequently to it, this, I can't say grudge, I can't say grievances, this repulsion, quote unquote, that you had for one another with that person will grow into something more beautiful. It will grow. I do suspect that you are going to start liking each other more and more, and this state can grow even beyond that. So what can hold you back, which is what the second card represents here, that's the Fool card, is if despite such a good clearing, it's despite such a good opportunity for you to get what you want, you still abandon it, you still relinquish it for a new venture, for some kind of a new enterprise, some kind of a new endeavor, some kind of a restart, if you will, of of that field of your life. That is one thing that can hold you back. Now, the other thing that can hold you back if you do not take that person seriously, that faith is going to clash you with and is going to bind you, or rather is going to present you an option to bind each other into a very potent alliance that not just only going to make you achieve your goals, but also will present you an opportunity to love each other and to find love in this life. So if you decide to collaborate in that unlikely alliances, you need to take things very, very seriously. You need to be very attached to the situation and to the development. And what's the English word? Be loyal. It is what I am trying to say here. And make no mistake, the past that you are having with that person is also going to play a role, but instead of playing a role of a negative aspect, it's actually is going to play a pretty positive role moving forward in that collaboration. What is going to help you is the third card, and that is a Six of Cups. There isn't much to be interpreted here in such an occasion. Six of Cups in a positive position is when every action you take, every speech you have or any interaction you have, any conversation you lead is simply going to bring you joy. The tasks are going to be pleasant. The people that you're going to deal with are going to be of your liking, for lack of a better expression here, especially that collaboration. I do believe that you're going to see that person in a completely different light, very gentle, very caring, okay, and very delightful in a sense of their emotional expression and also physical expression the more time you spend with them. But this drive, this breakthrough that you both are going to have is not going to be liked by the rest that are surrounding, that are involved. And so that is displayed by the last card here, which is Page of Swords. And that card shows Sagittarius, but by the end, you are to transform one enemy of yours, one traitor of yours, or one foe of yours, into the very least a very good friend, companion, at most a lover, someone that you can spend your life with. However, that aggravates, annoys, and straight away makes hostile other people that are involved into the situation. And you are going to be challenged. Your ideas are going to be challenged. Your status is going to be challenged. There is also going to be people that will try to knock you off balance, knock you off their social circle, knock you off their team that they're working into. But also the Page of Swords represents that by the end of the week, you're going to have a pretty unique path forward for yourself. Something that no one else can walk, something that no one else can take from you. And also the Page of Swords at the end represents that this unlikely alliance that you are going to make throughout the week is going to prove itself to be one of the most effective moves you have ever done up until this point. So I don't know, I don't want to take decisions for you guys and girls, but if I were at your shoes, I would have taken it in an eye blink. That unlikely alliance. That person approaches me, says, hey, we can work together for a change. Hell yeah, where should I sign? So with that said, Sagittarius, that was your weekly tarot reading. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do liked it. And if you did, you can subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Leave a like, comment on the video as well if you feel so. And if you think that this video can help someone you know, you can always share it. And hopefully we're going to see each other next time. Until then, bye.